Can you still catch adventure at this breakfast?
Prince the Bear, today we're at Disney's Boardwalk Resort because we feel like walking.
We are going to Trattoria al Forno for breakfast.
Yes, it's been far too long since we've been on this adventure, and as your number one choice of foodie entertainment, we're here to investigate its entire menu, so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I'm not doing a Prince pose this time.
It's time to foodie and chill. But you love that Prince pose.
I do love that Prince pose. So, in the terms of fancy, dreams of sailing away under the, what would this be? A northeastern, Italian sky, whichever. We have an egg white frittata with goat cheese. So, healthy-ish. You have these little islands of goat cheese, a little spinach over here on a little egg white frittata. It looks like a little mini egg omelet. And then, you know, fresh fruit if you so desire. But we're really here for the goat cheese, because I do love some goat, and I'm not just talking about the one from Wish. And yes, it was a good movie, and you all are haters. That was so good, and so like melting in my mouth. I was thinking, wow, there's violins playing in the back of my head right now. No, that's actually the restaurant. I'm not hallucinating. Those are actual violins. That kind of like slow motion, like memory moment of like biting into a good piece of food. That's what that was. I love a nice light breakfast, and honestly, I prefer egg whites. I just hate the actual process of making like anything egg white based. I just, at that point, I'm like, I don't care. But this, super tasty. Especially since I don't have to go get it. I would give it 4.25 out of 5 claws.
As of March, we have a new version of the same avocado toast. Avocado most. Avocado. Whoa. This is giving like California Grill, not California Grill, sorry, the Wave of American Flavors style avocado toast. We have a beautiful toasted bread. We have a beautiful balsamic. There used to be extras, but now it's just an avocado toast. It kind of reminds me of the one that you get from the Centertown Market, but fancier. Centertown Market is at Caribbean Beach, by the way. All right, here we go. That is stupid fresh, super flavorful. I think what really makes this avocado toast so amazing is the crisp on the bread. It's like the perfect amount of toast. There's a little bit of char on it. And then you have these beautiful fresh tomatoes. The avocado spread is just like really silky, smooth, wonderful. I don't mind the greens on top. I thought that was going to be the weakest portion of the plate, but it really actually enhances it. I think the only thing I want like to fix this plate is more balsamic. And that's just personal preference because I love balsamic vinegar a lot. And I would dunk this whole thing in it if I could. If you don't want that much vinegar, that much tartness, this is probably the perfect amount. So, like I said, personal preference. I will give this a 4.75 out of 5 toast. I think this is much better than the last couple of different iterations of avocado toast that we've had here at Trattoria. And I expect that it's only going to get better. I do wish that they could do like a rotation of just, maybe throw some just on here. Unfortunately, it's just not something that's readily available at this restaurant, but it would be cool.
If you don't eat avocado toast, are you even truly a millennial? We have to imbibe some level of avocado at least once a month so we can recharge our millennial powers of basically being a menace. And if there's anything I'm good at, it's being a menace. So, cut into this avocado toast. We have gone through many incarnations of the toast here. My one thing that has always been the same here, and it seems to be no different now as I fork this, is this toast is toasty. There's avocado toast, you know, you get like the crispy edges soft. Like this toast, you could hurt somebody with this. Well, I've always loved the avocado toast here. This has been the one place where I wondered, is there a limit to the amount of greens that you can put on top of avocado toast? This thing has always been like the jungle bush of avocado toast, like piled high with the arugula. Even though the balsamic, really sets it off, makes it feel really unique, feels really trattoria, that's a lot of greens on top of avocado toast. Maybe doing too much, it's right on the line. The flavor is good though. I like the balsamic, the avocado is good, the little radish is a touch, the heirloom tomatoes, all very much in line with trattoria and how this menu is set up. But I feel like it's missing a little bit something, a little bit of magic. It just feels like too regular, if it means anything. Obviously, we come to a lot of restaurants, we expect a lot, given how many times we've eaten here and other places. But I'm not saying like I need it to shoot fireworks in the air, but maybe just something else, make it a little bit special, make it a little bit more unique. It doesn't feel unique enough. I would give it a 3.75 out of 5 claws. This beautiful, fluffy stack of pancakes has been my favorite pancakes on property since the Bon Voyage breakfast existed here at Trattoria, when you had Rapunzel and Flynn in here, and when we had Ariel and Eric. Been a long time. Doubt it's ever coming back. It is a very small restaurant to do character dining in to begin with, but we do miss the cinnamon. At least the food remains. This is the only place on property we've ever found these fluffy stacked pancakes, and it's kind of hard not to order these when we come here. Now, I'm a person, I'm boring. I like my pancakes plain. I don't need chocolate chips, funfetti, sprinkles, whipped cream, butter, powdered sugar, or even a compote. But being the seasonal compote currently is strawberry, I couldn't resist. So I'm going to take a little bit of the strawberry. I'm just going to give it a little top hat right here on top, all Beauty-Mist-like, and we're going to cut right into it, right in the top. Because the best cakes are pancakes. Don't argue with me, argue with your mama. Yeah. Nice and fluffy, like eating a cloud topped with strawberries, as it should be. The fluffier the pancake, the better the pancake. Powdered sugar adds a nice little touch. Strawberry compote, actually not as overly sweet candy as I was expecting. It's usually my issues with compote is they're too much, but I'm glad it's on the side and not just drizzled over top. Tasty, fluffy pancakes. You'll be hard-pressed to find too many here on property better than these. For those 4.5 out of 5 claws. The pancakes come with a side of bacon and sausage. Previously, it was bacon or sausage. Now, with the magic of Disney, they're giving you both. You have the most delectable looking charred sausage. Now, I am not a sausage person for breakfast. I prefer bacon. But Disney bacon is flatter than a non-Captain America backside. But this char on the sausage, it intrigues me. I'm interested. We'll see if I have any regrets. My main issue with breakfast sausage is the level of grease. It's kind of off-putting. It's going to turn my stomach, but I'm very sensitive to greasy meat. It's okay. It's just breakfast sausage with additional char. I would give it 3 out of 5 claws. I'm glad that you get to decide, but maybe I should have picked one or the other instead of just taking both. And they did give me the option.
These are actually 2 sides combined into one. So we have a side of vegan, gluten-free Mickey waffles and then a side of beef potatoes. I'm going to start with the Mickey waffle. I'm going to do it plain just because I don't have my earth balance and my syrup readily available next to me, but I do have them on the table, so we're just going to go dry. It is, as always, superbly cakey and delicious, even without earth balance and maple syrup, which I do have next to me now after I have consumed said waffle bite. It's fine. I would give this a 3.5 out of 5 waffles. It's waffling.
It's a Mickey, or at least it was before we chopped off its ear, because when you eat Mickey waffles, at least when we eat Mickey waffles, we always start with the ear. Let us know where you start in the comments. But because the princess couldn't, I'm going to do it for her. I'm normally a pourer, but I'm going to dip. Dip, a little drippy drip. That's why you guys come here. You like to see things drip. I still maintain, and I know that I'm 1,000% alone in this, that waffles are structurally inferior to pancakes in every way. But there's some hills you die on alone, and I know for me, that's definitely one of them. This does, however, make a great case for the Mickey waffles being better than pancakes. Close, anyway. Nice and fluffy, nice crispy edges, not burnt, not raw. So it's been a while since we got raw Mickey waffles. They're a tasty example. You can get like a side portion or you get a whole portion. But if you have a Mickey waffle craving, even though it's not on the menu, you can order them here. Vegan, that is. I would give these a 4 out of 5 claws.
The last thing that we have on our breakfast menu today is breakfast potatoes, and they are cut so perfectly. You can tell that they are fresh and gorge. I was expecting them to be a little bit more seasoned, but they could really use some salt and pepper. Thankfully, this is one of the few restaurants where they have salt and pepper on the table without you asking for it. So I would recommend adding that to this. On its own, it's like a 2.5 out of 5 potatoes, but just with a little bit of salt, it'll be probably a 3.5.
I would venture to say that next to the waffle fry, the wedge potato is legitimately the perfect potato. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. It feels unevenly seasoned because I have a lot of flavor like on the like crispy edges of the wedge, but really nowhere else. But because that's like less surface area than the rest, it feels like lacking in punch. Not the worst potato wedges I've ever had, but it kind of makes me wish we were in Whispering Canyon so I could yell for ketchup. As they are, I'll give it 2.5 out of 5 claws. Just barely above average potatoes. Healthy meals are important, and one of the healthiest meals you can have is a salad. Now, as a Disney adult, one of the meals that I want specifically is a salad in the glass. So Bloody Berry, I feel qualifies. You have tomato, I have cheese, I have olive, I have a tomato, celery. This is a salad in a cup with a little bit of vodka. But either way, this is the Caprese Bloody Mary, the Caprese cheese on here and all the rest of the fixings. Perfect thickness and consistency for a Bloody Mary. Not too runny, but not so thick you feel like you're eating a smoothie. And feeling like, you know what? This might be my hangover. It's not going to. They never do. But you feel like they do. It's like a placebo effect, and I'll take it. I would give this one a 3.75 out of 5 claws. I do a little bit of spice. They probably have hot sauce, but I can do a little bit more like default spice. Traditional Disney breakfast.
Yes, we had an amazing time. We met a lot of amazing people. Thank you to Larissa, our server.
Yes, and little Elizabeth, thank you for stopping to say hello. We love seeing people from Jacksonville,
Yes,
so we
we
appreciate you stopping. I hope you're watching this and your family's doing well.
Yes.
Trattoria continues to be an amazing place to get breakfast. I think that the quality of it has not changed. We just wish that there was a little bit more magic in it. Just bring back Bon Voyage breakfast. Just do that.
I don't really think we need to go that far. I think it's fine the way that it is, and the only thing I wish is that it was still all you care to enjoy.
But I don't know what you guys think. Does this make your list of places you want to stop for breakfast? Maybe before an Epcot day. Maybe not. But let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you can see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, I don't know where Bear's going to eat himself in the boardwalk, but it's definitely not going to be Crescent Lake. Or is it?
You heard the girl.